If you like to take time and change your own oil, the best thing I can recommend you get, in addition to all your basic tools, is something to cut your oil filters open with. I found this on, I think it was eBay or AliExpress, wherever. The official tools are like 300 or 400 bucks. You can get this for like 15 or 16 from China, and it's a giant can opener. It's like a pipe cutter, and we'll just basically roll the filter on it and cut it open. And I always like to have an old hard drive magnet, if you've got one. And I'll leave it in here as the oil is circling around. And you can see, if you look close, there's little tiny particles of metal. Depending on how many miles you've got on the oil, it's not entirely uncommon to have little bits of metal. What you're looking for is really generally large flakes. Now, for proper analysis of oil, you go to an oil testing facility. Normally, what you do from heavy equipment side, we'd send off like a baseline when a machine was new, and we'd have a higher mileage or higher hour machine. And you take the highest hour machine you got in your fleet, and you get an oil sample from it after being used rough and hard for the full change. And you've got then a baseline of that model and what the decay looks like for that, because there's different layers of coating in the engine, different layers of metal. So just because you see some metal, that's generally quite normal. It's how much are you seeing. So you really do this on every oil change and look at what it's like between changes, and are you seeing a massive change, and are things really having a huge delta. So we're going to go ahead and cut this open. I'm not going to video it because it takes two hands, but then I'll show you what it looks like. And voila, like that, it falls into pieces. And it just cracks, and as soon as it cracks open, it's going to spill a ton of oil out. And so what I like to do is I have my magnet set down here. You've got one of these Blitz oil containers, and I put it right in the flow of the oil, and then I'll pour out the can and just get it all in that area and let it kind of overrun the magnet here. Those hard drive magnets are so strong, if it's metallic, it's going to get stuck there. And then you give that a good shake. You can see the pressure relief valve in there. So that's a bypass valve. If the oil pressure goes overrating, and it's going to blow through and just completely bypass the filter. The filter's clogged, and that's what's happening. You're not filtering anything at that point. But you look in here and you can see, usually if you rub your finger, see that? There's like crud and schmoo in the bottom of this thing. Oh, and you know what, in this model, and this is the bypass valve. It's actually spring-loaded here on bottom. It's a complete assembly. But there you go. It's the inside of your oil filter. The other benefit is, for the earth people out there, that you're getting a lot more oil out of your filter when you cut it open like this. It takes forever for these things to drain otherwise, but you do it like this and they'll drain really quick.